name is Kathy with Kathy's Crafty Creations and DIYs. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. I am tickled pink that you're here today because today I have for you some Farmhouse spring DIYs. Also, I'm going to be collabing with my very best friend, Kathy Jo DIY, and I'm going to warn you right now, you may need to wear your Depends because she is hilarious and you just may wet yourself. I'm just going to let you know right now, I'm giving you fair warning and don't say I didn't tell you so. And we're going to talk about her just a little bit later on in the video. Guys, if you have not been to my channel before, we are a happy bunch of people. We laugh. We love to do our DIYs and laugh, and we pray for each other, and we love each other, and we are a family. And if you have not subscribed to this family yet, come on and subscribe and be a part of us. We are a happy, crafting, praying people, and I love it. So anyways, without further ado, let's jump into that farmhouse, and let's see what old Mama Cat has been churning up this week. How about it?
Welcome everybody to my video. I have these two boards that come from the Dollar Tree, and they are shaped like two tags. And what we're going to do is make a sign with these, and I place the two bottom ends together, and I'm going to get my staple gun and I'm going to go down the middle of it with my staples. And then I'm going to take some popsicle sticks and I'm going to hot glue those right down the middle for a little extra stability. I'm going to flip it over, and I have some contact paper here that is gorgeous. I just love this contact paper. I got it from Amazon, and I will link it in the description box below in case you want to get some. I cut it to where I could get it over the sign. And if you've ever used contact paper before, it's super easy. It's like a giant sticker. You just take it off, watch this, and peel it and roll it down. And this is a very good quality contact paper, so it didn't bubble at all on me. All I had to do was flip it over, and I made a couple of little cuts in it, and then I just kind of put it together like I was wrapping a present. And it's good and sticky, so I just pulled all the ends over, and that's all I had to do with that. Next, I went to Etsy and I purchased an SVG file for my Cricut, and I printed it off, and it says General Store, and I loved the way that this one was shaped, and because it really looked like an old general store sign, and I really liked that. So I used my Oracle vinyl in 651, and it says General Store. It says groceries, sewing supplies, and hardware down on the bottom. And I just thought this was beautiful. This was a very simple DIY, but very pretty. I've had a lot of people ask me since I've made that, oh, that's so beautiful. Is that real wood? Because the contact paper actually does look like real wood. When I finished with it and distressed it and all, it really did look like it. I've got my Waverly Antique Wax, and I'm going to distress it just a little bit with my brush, and I very lightly went over it. Like when I sweep it, when I distress something, I'm sweeping over it and my brush is barely touching the surface, and I find that it always looks best that way. And then when I do the sides, I actually do put a little bit more there. And I've got some jute twine. This is the thicker one that comes from Walmart. And I just wrapped it around each side a couple of times and glued it to the back. And this DIY is pretty much done. I mean, very simple, very nice. And when I did the antique wax, it just gave it an older look. And it kind of dulled down. The black vinyl is a little shiny, and I wanted this to look like an old sign. So it dulled that down, and it turned out gorgeous. Look at this, guys. So easy. And I want you to look at the detail. I mean, this contact paper really does look like wood. You would never know that this is a $2 Dollar Tree DIY.
Won't stop for traffic lights.
We are moving right into number 2, guys. I have these 4 5x7 picture frames that comes from the Dollar Tree. They look like the weathered wood. I took everything out of them, the glass and all, and I'm going to give them a quick go over with the Chiffon Cream by Rust-Oleum. And I didn't want a full coverage paint job. I just kind of very lightly went over it.
Even if the sky is falling down.
I got this pad of scrapbook paper from Walmart. It's small pieces. They're like 5x7 pieces. And I found the most beautiful color in there of purple. It's just a lavender purple color. And the background is white and the flowers are lavender. So I just traced out all 4 of these, cut those out, and that's what I put in the frame.
Keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind. I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down. Even if the sky is falling down.
When I got the scrapbook paper put in there, I grabbed my super glue. It's the Gorilla brand. And I used that and popsicle sticks, the great big popsicle sticks that you get from Walmart, to reinforce the backing. Because we're going to put all 4 of these together.
Even if the sky is falling down. Even if the sky is falling down. The sky is falling down.
My mind is filled with pictures of when we used to dance, but now I don't know where you are.
I have a piece of the foam board from Dollar Tree, and I laid the 4 frames down on top of that and cut that out. This is going to go on the back of the frames, and it is going to give it a good, strong backing, so it's not going to come apart. It's going to be really good and solid.
Wondering if you're thinking about me too. Now it's too late. Now it's too late. I'm out of time, but I'm still thinking of you. My heart keeps on bleeding. I have scars.
And I just used hot glue to put that on the back. I've got a roll of burlap that I have purchased from Walmart, and I cut a small piece of it off and I rolled it over itself. And I have this embroidery hoop. I love using embroidery hoops in my DIYs because they're gorgeous and you can do a lot of different things with them besides just embroidering. I put that in the middle and then I clasped the embroidery hoop back together. I cut off the excess, and then there was still a little bit of excess which I wanted, and I just glued that down so it wouldn't be sticking up in the back. And when you're working with burlap, always remember to wear those finger protectors so you don't burn your fingers off with that hot glue gun. I have some of these little half beads that I got from Amazon. I don't have a whole lot of them left, but we're going to use those. I just used my little Surebonder cordless glue gun, and I love this glue gun, by the way. And I am going to just stick these little half beads all around this embroidery hoop. And if you guys are interested in this Surebonder glue gun, I will link it down in the description box below. I've had it for a long time and I love it. So guys, if you know me, you know that when I put my florals together on anything like a wreath or in this case the embroidery hoop, I definitely use tie wraps. Tie wraps are the bomb. They hold it together. You don't have to use so much glue and damage your florals. So I've got these florals come from Walmart. It's their boxwood. And I just put a couple sprigs of that down on the bottom. It's the two different types of boxwood that Walmart has. They have one that's a little leafier looking. If you like, to me it kind of looks like spinach leaves. And then there's one that has the bigger, rounder, greener color. And I love both of them. One is not better than the other. They're both perfectly beautiful. They're both cheap and they're both good florals. Walmart is usually where I get most of my florals at because I really like their quality and their prices. So guys, I have this lavender color Waverly chalk paint. We are going to mix a couple of colors together to get what I want. I have this rose gold in the folk art metallic. It's called metallic. I mixed these two colors together. I was wanting to get like a dusty rose mauve kind of color, if that makes sense. I didn't exactly get the idea color that I had in mind, but I got a gorgeous purple color, guys. And I have this sign here that I got from Hobby Lobby in their wood pile collection. It says blessed, and I gave it a quick coat. It was just a little wishy-washy coat. I wasn't looking for, you know, straight up full coverage. You know, I just kind of went over it really quickly. I also went around every single one of these beads with my purple concoction I've got. I hope that everyone is having a blessed week so far and that everyone's been safe and healthy and happy. And guys, just remember, if you have any prayer requests that you would like for me to pray for, please put it in the comments below. And if you don't feel comfortable putting it in the comments, you can send me an email, snail mail. It doesn't matter. I'll leave all my information down below. And guys, go over to my Instagram account too and join that. And I also have a Facebook page. It's all Kathy's Krafty Creations and DIYs. So be a part of those other things too. I took some of that chiffon cream and my distressing brush and I very lightly whisked it over the word blessed and over those beads. And guys, this was gorgeous. It was the most beautiful distressing, that purple with that chiffon cream color. Oh, it just took my breath away. It was so pretty. And I just hot glued that word blessed right in the center of my wreath. And this is what I was so excited to show you guys. Look at these gorgeous florals. They're from a company called Sola Wood Flowers. I am so excited about these. This is their mini collection. They sent me these last week. And guys, this company is so cool because you can buy them like this where they're already dyed, or you can buy the white ones and the dye and dye your own flowers. These are made from wood, but they don't feel like it. Like they feel like a soft, foamy type of material. They are the most gorgeous, beautiful colors. They're just beautiful. I am so happy about these flowers, and I want to know what you guys think. And these are some of my favorite colors: the purple, That dusty rose is absolutely by far my favorite color. I believe that this one is called the Garden Goddess Mini collection. That's what these little small ones here are. Later in the video, you get to see some of the larger ones, but they have many different types of flowers, and you can make your own colors. So the colors are endless. I took some of this ribbon with the lace in the middle that comes from the Dollar Tree. I hot glued that together, and we're going to use that to hold our wreath up on this picture frame. And also, if you are interested in these Sola wood flowers, I have a coupon code that I'm going to leave in the description box below. Just make sure that you go and click on that, and it will take you to their channel. That way you can shop with my coupon code and you can get a discount. So I am very excited about these flowers and very excited to be able to give you guys this discount. I hope you like them. I am tickled pink over them. And I put 3 little flowers up in the corner because I felt like it needed something else. And guys, this turned out gorgeous. Like, I could not be happier with these flowers. I can't say enough about them. So I'm just going to try to hush and let you look. You guys that have been here for a while know that I have been building a she shed or a craft room, and it is in the back of my garage. We've been working on it for quite some time, and it's come up from the ground up. And my husband was able to work on it a little bit this week. He got the sheetrock put up. Look at all my windows. I'm super excited. It's got a lot of light in it. It's going to have enough lighting that you can land airplanes by the time I'm finished. And that is my goal. So hopefully we can land a few jet planes here in the yard. But I just wanted to show you that and show you this funny clip because everybody loves Sabby, okay? This is my husband mowing, and it's my little grandson on there with him. Every time the mower starts, Sabby, my dog, thinks that it's like he gets this look on his face like he's doing something, like he's going to work and he's protecting the family or something, like I'm doing this for my family. This is truly a sight to see.
Hey guys, I sure do hope that you're enjoying the DIY video so far. I want to introduce you to my friend Kathy Jo. I've been on YouTube about 5 months, and she's been on YouTube, I think, about 8 or 9 months, a couple more months than me. And when I first started, I was like a lost ball in high weeds. Like, there's so much to it. I had no idea what I was doing. And this lady out of nowhere messaged me, and she was like, I like you, you speak country. And I was like, I like you, you speak country.
So needless to say, a beautiful friendship was formed. Guys, look at some of these DIYs that Kathy Jo does. She's awesome. She's a smaller channel like mine. Neither of us have been on here much time, and y'all are going to love her. Look at her. Ain't she cute? And you're going to love her voice. She's just so funny and cute. And not only that, Kathy Jo has a heart of gold, y'all. She's a lot like me, and when we get together, we just laugh. There's times at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning, we're laughing all night long. I mean, giggling like 2 teenagers. It's hilarious. Guys, y'all are going to fall in love with her. I don't know anybody who does not like this woman. So go to her channel. It's in the link below, and watch her video and subscribe to her. And tell her I sent you. Hey, we're going to go back into DIY number 3. My husband picked me up these 2 small bottles at a thrift store, and then I got this little tray from the Dollar Tree. I have those little scrapbook paper, again, that I got from Walmart. I'm going to take these little bottles and we're going to paint them with the chiffon cream all over. These were odd shaped little bottles. They were like curved in really strange places, but they were really cute. Oh my goodness, I hope I didn't just describe myself. I am curved in strange places.
Oh, you're so funny. Yeah.
Anywho, I had to throw Miss Henrietta in there for you guys. So I gave these both one coat. I was looking to make sure that I got the top covered really good, but my plan was to color the bottom a different color. And then I took the tray and I went around it really well with the chiffon cream also. I took some of my wooden beads that I have and I placed one on each corner on the bottom, and those are going to be the little feet for the tray, and I painted those chiffon cream also. And then I took the rest of those little half beads that I had and I placed those around the tray also. Then I just made sure everything was painted really good with the chiffon cream. Here I'm showing you the mark that you can see that separates the bottom from the top. And what I did was, there was no way that I could have taped it off because it was a strange pattern. Like I said, it was curved. Remember, it's curved. And I just painted that bottom part, that purple color that I had mixed up from earlier, that beautiful purple color. And I used that purple color that I had to distress all of the chiffon cream color of this tray. And I did the exact same thing on the bottles too. What I did was, if it was painted the chiffon cream, I distressed it with the purple. And if it was painted purple, I distressed it with that chiffon cream. And guys, this was gorgeous, especially on those vases. I mean, it just was beautiful. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, I took my little paper pack that I got from Walmart again, and I wanted to place this inside the tray. And so you just take it and you push it down as you saw me do with my finger, and it shows, when I pull it out, it shows me where I need to cut it at. So I put some Mod Podge down, and when I spread my Mod Podge out, all I had to do was just place the 2 small pieces of paper down. It took 2 pieces because the one piece was just not long enough, so I had to cut a little bit extra so it would be long enough. But it fit right together, and you couldn't even tell that it was 2 pieces of paper at all. Now, when you order these flowers, they don't come with the stems on them. You can order the stems from them, which are very cheap, but I forgot to order the stem part. So what I did was I just took my floral wire, which is basically kind of what their stems are, except for they're a lot prettier than just regular old floral wire. But I took some floral wire and I cut the pieces off to make it look like they were individual flowers. You're not even going to really see the floral wire, and so I didn't mind that it was silver. And these flowers are so soft that they just popped right down on top of that wire. So I just took those flowers and I arranged them down in the vases the way that I thought that they would look good. And I took some of that green boxwood from Walmart and I put it in behind them. And then I also have some stems that came from Amazon, and I pulled those stems off. I'm not really sure what these are called. It's kind of like, I don't know, they're kind of like flimsy and kind of like, I really don't know what they're not eucalyptus. I'm really not sure what they are. But I stuck those in there just for a little bit of extra greenery. I like to put around 2 different kinds, like varieties of greenery. That way it doesn't look monotonous with the same one. Then I put a little bit of that greenery down in the tray. And then I set my 2 vases down. And then I had a few more flowers. And they were all white. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to show you how to dye some of these. So this is super simple. You just squirt your paint, and I just used a little bit because I wanted an effect to look like I didn't want the whole flower to be purple. I wanted some of the white to show and some of the purple. I almost wanted to just barely dip it and kind of get the ends of the flower purple in some spots, and then in other spots I did want the whole flower purple. So what I did was I would dip it in there, and if I wanted the whole flower purple like on this one, I would take a paintbrush and run that paint down inside the flower. They were super easy to paint. It was actually a fun process, and I just can imagine so many possibilities with these flowers. Like you could do like tie-dyed looking flowers even. You could do, different colored, like one color light on the top and darker at the bottom. Like there's so many endless possibilities, and these are gorgeous. So I also had 2 of those little wicker balls. I'm not sure what you call them, but they're just little decor. And I painted one of those purple and one of them's white, and I stuck those inside the tray also. And my flowers, I wanted to glue those down onto that leaf, to the leaves there, and kind of so it would stay exactly where I wanted it. And I also gave the bottles just a little bit of glue on the bottom so that they would stay where I wanted them on the tray. But before I did that, I did take some jute twine and I wrapped it around the very top of the bottles, maybe about 5 times. It wasn't that much, and then just glued it back. And I also took some of that purple and white baker's twine, and I did my little bow. But this time with my bow, what I did was I ran it around my finger about 6 times in a circle, and then I just tied it in the middle to make it look like a shoestring bow. And it's a little purple and white bow, and it turned out so cute. Look at this, guys. I am so excited over these flowers. I can't get enough of them. Like the colors are just so vibrant and so pretty. And then I was a little intimidated at first, thinking, oh my goodness, I'm gonna like color my own flowers. How is this gonna turn out? Is it going to look good for my viewers? Or am I going to embarrass myself? But it was so easy, and it turned out beautiful. And I can just imagine all the different colors and variations you can do. Like the sky is the limit. I'm definitely going to get some more of these flowers. Very happy with them. And look at that purple in the front, the way that I did, where I just put it on the tips. I think that is gorgeous. Yeah, I'm really proud of this DIY. Really super proud of this one. We've got one more DIY, and then the party's over, guys. So with this one, I have this clock that I purchased at America's Thrift Store for $1.99. I took the front of it out and I took the tag off of it. As you see, it's a small clock and it has flowers all over it, but to me they aren't very pretty. Like, I'm not really into that. So I took my chiffon cream I had messed up my paint can, so I had to put my chiffon cream in a mason jar. And what I wanted to do is add a little texture, so I just added a little bit of baking soda in with my chiffon cream until I got it the texture that I wanted. And I probably used a 1-to-1 ratio, 1 part paint to 1 part baking soda to get the consistency that I wanted. And there's no secret recipe that you have to follow. It's just you just keep mixing it until you get it as thick as you want it. And I just put a good layer across this whole clock and let it dry completely. Once it was dried, I took some of these stickers from the Dollar Tree, and they're called jewel border stickers. And they come off in a row, and which was super easy for me. So what I did was I laid those down on the very bottom. It had a little lip that went all the way around it. So this was super easy. I just laid those down across the bottom, and they didn't really need any glue because they stuck themselves, you know. On the ends, though, I did reinforce it with just a small dab of hot glue. I ended up putting this around the front and the 2 sides of the clock. When I got everything really well attached, I took the color Elephant by Waverly, which is the dark gray, and I colored the bottom all the way across the bottom there really well. And it just came to life. This clock is gorgeous, y'all. I also distressed the whole clock with that color Elephant. Where I had put the baking soda and the paint together, and it gave it that texture, and when you distress it with that Elephant, it just pops, guys. There's no other words you can describe except for perfection. I then took the color Mineral in Waverly, and I'm going to distress it just a little bit with that color. I mostly wanted to go over that bottom part where I had put I colored those jewel stickers all Elephant color, and I went over it and distressed it with that Mineral. I also distressed the whole clock, but my main goal was to get it around the bottom there. I also took Antique Wax by Waverly, which is the brownish color, and I distressed the whole clock with that also, and I went over those stickers with that too. When I was finished with this clock, I realized how well it took the distressing, and it was because of the baking soda and paint mixture, and it just gave it that texture. The distressing on this clock is just gorgeous. And when I popped the face back in, I realized that it had gold around it, and I didn't like that because I didn't want that showing. So what I did was I took a very small detailed paintbrush, and I used the Elephant color to go all the way around the rim where it was gold. Then I took some smaller stickers that I have from the Dollar Tree, and these were little pearls is what they looked like, little half pearls, and they were just called stickers. What I did was I took those while they were still on the plastic, and I painted them with the Elephant color. These also come off in a row, which is super easy to put on anything, and I just put them all the way around the face of this clock. And they were already painted the Elephant gray color, so that was one less step I had to do. So once I got these all the way attached around the way that I wanted to, I took the Mineral color by Waverly, which is the light gray, and I very, very carefully and lightly distressed those pearls all the way around the face of that clock. And guys, if you have ever used the Elephant color and then you distress it with the Mineral color, it's magic. That's all I can say. It's beautiful. I want you guys to see how this clock turned out. It's so pretty. Look at the distressing on this clock, guys. This is everything together. We're here at the end again, guys. And I want y'all to leave in the comments below what you think about the Sola wood flowers. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about the projects today. And as always, if you have any comments for me, any prayer requests, anything like that, just leave them down below or leave them on my Gmail or my snail mail. It doesn't matter. And if this is your first time coming to my channel, you may be thinking, what does her faith have to do with crafting? I guess in essence it doesn't have anything to do with it, but yet it has everything to do with it, because when I'm crafting, I'm creating, and that's a time when I'm sitting and thinking about my Creator. I think about the deep things in life because it's my quiet time, you know, and I can't help but think about that. I pray for you guys. I love you guys. I love my subscribers, and y'all do me a service by watching these videos that I put out. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys. And so I love to give back. I think of y'all as my family and my friends, and if there's anything that I can do for you, you just let me know. And with all that being said, guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe and become a part of our little family here on YouTube. And please don't forget to go to my best friend's channel, Kathy Jo DIYs. I'm going to leave it in the link below. Guys, y'all are going to love her. She's so funny, and she and I are so much alike, it's kind of scary. So if you like me, you're going to love her. And I just hope that you guys will go and show her some love. So guys, I will see you soon, and I love you all. Be blessed and have a great week. Bye-bye.